All right, my audio's unmuted, and it looks like you guys are good. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Happy Place Live on a
Yeah,
Tuesday.
look at that.
We're
Oh, I'm right in the middle.
Hey, Tybalt. It has been a while. I haven't seen Tybalt in a while. Hey, Andrew. Hey,
Yeah,
Ed.
welcome back, Tybalt.
Hey, Lori.
Uh,
Hey, Betty and the Beast. Hey, Jenny.
my
You'll notice
YouTube's
that
slow, so I can't see anyone
you
saying
gotta
hi.
put, you gotta, oh, that's right. Are you on your phone?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's explain. So normally, how this works is Jordan can see, I share
Mhm.
my screen so Jordan can see the actual
Oh,
output,
okay.
and then that's how we'll do our best to make this work because there's a delay. So if you guys are watching on YouTube ever, you'll notice there's a delay. Actually, you guys might send us a comment, and then maybe we'll talk about that like long after you've sent the comment, or the other, or vice versa. And that's because there's like a 10-second delay on this that I cannot get rid of. So if Javier is watching,
Come on.
if he's
I don't know
watching the
what's going on.
YouTube channel, he's gonna be like, "What's going on?"
The delay is pretty nerve-wracking sometimes because you're like, wait, because you think your brain tells you it's a mirror,
Jordan, why are
and
you
you're like,
using the
it's not
virtual
doing it.
background?
Am I? I switched it off. Wait,
You're
hold on.
using the virtual background from when we faked that you were in Orlando, but we're actually in Los Angeles.
That was pretty great when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, let me.
So if you haven't
Oh, this is the
noticed
real
yet, what are you
Disney.
doing? We're off
Hey,
to a
go
great
ahead.
start.
Do
If
it.
you haven't
Go.
noticed yet, Javier's joining us tonight. Explorer Javier over there, recent
Hello
recent
there.
Say hi to him in the chat.
recent co-star and guest with his fiancee Frances on Jordan's adventure at Walt Disney World.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately, she was busy tonight. Can't join us. Hopefully, next time in the future she can.
it's a classic Jordan and Joey last minute request. so, so apologies to
I
Frances.
wish, yeah, I
Well,
wish I
go
had more
see her
time. I would have
next
done my
time
hair.
in the happy place.
Oh, there you go.
That's
So
what she said.
let's rip a band-aid off right away as we get started here tonight. First of all, the thumbnail for this obviously features the new Spider-Bot and the fact that things are now for sale in Adventures Campus. I saw in the chat a few people are really excited about Spider-Bot. Javier, are you excited about Spider-Bot?
When I first saw that, I was very intrigued, and I'm like, do I need to spend more money for Disney? Or save it for something else. We just finished our collection of Funko Pops. I don't know if you guys noticed the Funko Pops Casey Jr. the 65th anniversary,
Mm-hmm.
all six Funko Pops. We just got it in yesterday, so it's actually right behind me. So if I were to move my camera, you'd be able to see all six right behind me lined up. So
You have to take a mobile tour at some point.
I know, like I had the setup behind us. We can do it later.
mm-hmm. We so a lot of people are excited about the Spider Bot. A lot of people, except for me, who I don't know if the magic has worn off a little bit. The fact that we're out of the parks for some time, but I'm starting to. It's $80.
Oh,
Okay, and like the droids, I get that the droids at Galaxy's Edge are 99, right? So you're spending $100 on that, and technically the functionality of the droid is a little less interactive than the Spider Bot, which a lot of people are really into. But I just feel like it's $80 for this remote control plastic thing that has like one function, which is like you can fight with like somebody else, and then like if you win, its little like back falls off. And I
wow.
How
just
much are the banshees at Animal Kingdom? Because I think that's probably more comparable than it is to the droid.
the little well they have what's the little like the dude from Galaxy's Edge that goes on your shoulder. That's closer to the
Oh
banshee.
yeah,
Yeah,
Uh,
a banshee is 59.99.
Salacious Crumb, right?
there
How
you go.
much
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
salacious? How do you spell that?
I have
Salacious,
no idea.
salacious islands.
I'm gonna see if I can do this. Hey, SeaWorld and Legoland fan, Disney Parks 2017. Just gotta read it all in one sentence. Distory with Andrew on the same page. Doesn't care that much, and I'm not saying it's not cool. I saw it the first time, and I'm like, that is cool. But I don't think for $80.
It's hard to get excited about merchandise for a property that you don't fully understand yet. I think I can only speak for me, but when I heard about web slingers, my expectations are right in the median. It is a ride that is right in the middle of California Adventure, so it can't be too mediocre. Like California Adventure also did have Superstar Limo, but it also has Tower of Terror and Soarin' and other good things. So I don't know what to fully expect from this ride. Have you seen the video of the short video of the ride vehicles?
Yeah.
They look like I don't know what to expect from this. They released a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago for the D23 panel that never happened, that would have happened. They released like a 10-second bit of the loading station, and it looks like you get into like an actual contraption.
Yeah, it's like a
It's not like
it's like a big pod. Also, like it looks exactly like the concept art that we like showed when we did. I don't know if it was on a Happy Place Live or a Ponderland podcast.
oh geez, you've dated.
I know it's been a while. Remember those? We used to talk for an hour. It's a lot like this, but it was a little more focused.
But all that to say, we don't know. We know about 2% of the entire attraction. And I like Spider-Man. I enjoy the movies. I enjoy Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But it's not enough to get me to want to buy something random like this just yet. If we ride the ride and suddenly the notion of collecting spider bots is suddenly this exciting thing.
Watch, they're gonna make you buy it just to interact with the ride.
Oh.
Total payback move.
So, real quick, because you said collect, like right now, the ones that are out are all the exact same. They're all that blue and red. So, like, there is no unique, because I thought it was supposed to be customizable. Originally, it's supposed to be like a build your own spider bot, and then you could use, like, the battle hardware. And now, it seems like it's just all the same spider bot, and there's no, I don't know, I just can't, like, the original adventurer is saying the thing that thing is worth $30, which is a more reasonable amount of money to pay for something like that. It doesn't look different than something I could get at Target, I guess is what I'm getting at.
It looks cheap.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jordan. That is right.
Which I hope is not indicative of the ride experience.
No,
but
it's going to be, the ride experience is going to be an update, like a more advanced version of Midway Mania, probably.
that's probably fair. Because the gimmick of the ride is that you will be able to
Web
do
sling.
this, and somehow you'll be able to. That's probably the best assessment that you could. But it will be without glasses, right?
Well, yeah, because what allegedly they're saying that the screen on the vehicle is supposed to be like your augmented reality thing, which
That concerns me. I'm gonna puke on that ride. There's no way it doesn't happen.
which should bring us to our next talking point here. Super Mario Land. Did everyone see this? Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
So they released all the concept art and like these videos of the ride vehicle for Mario Kart, plus the actual video of the land itself, which looks insane. It looks exact.
Yoshi people mover in there.
It does have a Yoshi people mover. Like it looks exactly like the concept art, which is crazy. And the other thing about that, like the only concern about this is, and I read somebody's review of it, is they said it felt cramped and they didn't know how that's going to work in a COVID environment. Like before, it was very easy for everything to be on top of each other and you sort of just like moved through people and shoulder to shoulder. But I wonder now that there's more hesitation with that, how that's going to function. But it opens, in February 2021?
Yeah, February 4th.
Yeah,
Soon.
Javier, are you going to go to Japan for us?
Ratatouille.
What was that?
Are you going to go to Japan for us?
Oh, I was talking to Francis and I was like, let's see how much it would cost for us to go. And there's major discounts on like the Universal Studios Hotel in Japan. I think one night's supposed to be about $2,500 and now it's knocked down to about $775. So I was like, well, and then but the flight there is 2 days. Well, they say it's 20 hours. So I'm like, you'd have to take about 8 days off just to try to enjoy at least 4 days at the park. So I don't think it's gonna happen for us. I think we're just gonna save up for try to go to Universal, or actually Walt Disney World next year, and hit up that Universal Studios Velociraptor ride.
Oh, that's
And
right.
That's right.
yeah, that's gonna be probably my favorite ride.
All right, so
Hopefully.
I appreciate how you offered that question, unknowing that Javier actually put in all this research to actually take this trip to Japan. I'm impressed.
That would, I mean, pre baby, I think it would have been awfully tempting to make that trip someday.
Babies fly free.
Yeah, we're not bringing our kid to Japan. A 20-hour flight. Could you imagine?
Oh, he could handle it.
Hello there.
Look,
I have headphones on, so she can't.
No, I can't.
She can't
this
hear.
is the
but-
most crowded the Happy Place Live has ever been at one time.
We need more people.
Yeah,
We should get cats. We should get cats in here just to get as many warm bodies.
yeah. Where's Flynn?
Flynn's running around being chased by another new cat, Rico.
There's
Rico
another cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
We
boy.
have 3 cats now.
Oh.
Again, Flynn needed someone to chase around and play with, so we got another cat.
Well, very very cool. Laura Wade would be very happy about all the cats, additional cats. Am I getting kicked in the head by my son?
It won't be the last.
Yeah.
Tybalt. Tybalt had asked for an update, and he's like, I got my
Oh, there it
thing."
is. Yes, look at him. He's a big guy now.
Yeah.
Remember when he was a potato the first time we brought him on here, guys?
He's 4 months and
He's a
has
keeper.
2 teeth.
Yeah, 4 months and has 2 teeth.
Wow. 2 more months, and all 3 of you guys can go on the Disney cruise if it opens.
Is it going to?
There you go.
I have no idea.
Javier said 2 more months and we can all go on the Disney cruise.
I want to go.
Everyone's on board, clearly.
I want to talk to Frances about her cookies, though.
Yeah, Michelle wants a whole breakdown on how Frances makes her cookies.
Hey, very
Yeah.
impressive.
If you have not been to the Happy Place Facebook group, check it out, 1. But 2, that's where we were doing updates on the community often now. And Frances, Javier's fiance, crazy, crazy good cookie maker. Maybe the best I've ever seen. And I know
Oh,
Michelle
I'd
loves
love to
making
hear that.
cookies, but it's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see. I don't know if she posted it in the Happy Place Explorers chat, but I know she posted it on her Facebook. And it's 1 year ago, her first time baking cookies versus now baking cookies. It's a complete 360. You wouldn't believe that was her 1 year ago.
I mean, what does it look like a year ago? Now I'm curious. Watch it still be amazing.
It's probably a lot better than we could do.
Well, I took the class with her. It was like an intro to baking cookies and how to decorate them. And I was the only male, but I was trying my best on how to do it. And apparently, my cookie was, I want to say, better than hers, but it has no shot in today's world.
She exceeded you.
Oh yeah.
Tybalt, Michelle,
My-
definitely read your
my
comment.
ability to decorate is taking a stack of
That
Oreos,
makes me nervous.
right, and then I twist it off, and then I get another one. I twist off that one, and then I smash those together, and then have a true double stuff. I think that's the
All I
extent
see
of
are,
my
like, Jordan's.
decoration.
He's talking about stacking Oreos, and that's his decorating of cookies.
Tybalt,
Sometimes I've gone.
I wish your
What people-
friend all the best. Oh.
There's a side conversation happening right now. Tybalt asked Michelle a question. Michelle's answering a question. She can't hear our conversation because I have headphones.
Best of
Oh,
luck.
wow.
A Distillery with Andrew Christmas special? I think so.
Okay,
Ooh,
let's go eat
yes.
some carrots.
Yes, please.
We're gonna go eat
Ed
carrots.
brings up a good
All right, go have some carrots.
comment about the cruise
Say bye
line
to me.
that I've only seen the head. Bye, Michael. What a good kid.
He is a
What
good kid.
good kid.
Sorry, we're derailing. He's gonna go eat some
Uh,
carrots. Okay, cruise line. Sorry.
Ed says
Yes.
boats are coming to Port Canaveral. Does that?
Ooh.
Are they just coming to park there? Or are they actually going to be doing cruise service in them? I never clicked on the headlines, but the fact that Ed just brought it up makes me wonder.
I hope they start cruises.
Yeah, I would hope so. If you're going to have people on a boat, why not have it out at sea? but
Uh,
I don't understand how any of that works.
Gentlemen, do you think we're ready for cruises?
no.
No, we're not. And I get it. I know I've been the biggest downer of the COVID since we've had the live streams. I know I was the one that said from the beginning that Disneyland wouldn't open this year, and I've said all sorts of things. And all I'm saying is that I just feel like it is legitimately the worst it's ever been right now. And everybody keeps trying to be like, well, let's just push it a little farther. We'll open Buena Vista Street and like Carthay Circle, and we'll keep it outside. Everything's okay. And it's just like, did you guys? I mean, okay, I know this is obviously personal, but did you see that Max? Do you ever watch Mr. Cheesy Pop, Javier?
No.
So it's another YouTuber. He's like, it's a fairly popular channel. And like regardless, he contracted COVID, and he was at Buena Vista Street all last week, and he was at the Knott's Merry Farm, and I was like, so either he got it from there, or I mean, who knows? I don't know. All I'm getting at is like everyone is very careful with masks. Everyone's wearing a mask. Everyone obviously is adhering to Disney's policies, which I do think, and you two know personally from experience, that their policies are good. I can't argue that it's not safe. I just don't know. It just seems like more and more people that I'm starting to know personally are starting to get COVID, and I'm just wondering if it's because it really is starting to be more prevalent, and because it's a viral, like it only takes one wrong breath of air. You know, you walk past the wrong person at the wrong time, and all of a sudden that's it. It can be that fast. It's not saying it's gonna happen like that all the time, but I just don't know how could you open a cruise in that kind of confined of space?
Yeah, no, cruise would be a little way too soon.
It would be. I don't know if you guys were seeing how Hawaii's kind of open. I was talking to patients like 2, 3 weeks ago, and they were saying in order to go to Hawaii nowadays, you take a test within the 4 day span, and if you come back negative, you're actually allowed to go on to Hawaii and right away, instead of being quarantined for 14 days there, to right away hit Hawaii and start doing whatever you need to do there. So I was like, well, they should do that for the cruise, where you take a test prior and isolate yourself and then get on the cruise. But the other thing is, like, when we stopped by, we're supposed to go to Cabo San Lucas and then Ensenada, and people would be trying to get off the boat, and I'm like, how about you just stop that and we just go for a really long boat ride?
I mean,
and no one gets off the boat.
So that legitimately feasibly is probably a solution there. I don't know. I mean, that's probably a solution, and you're right, probably making sure you take tests beforehand. But then you're very reliant on people. The issue with the test is, like, you have to trust people to not go anywhere for a couple days after you take the test, after the negative thing comes back. And it's just like, how do you... I don't know.
You can't.
You can't even go to, you can't go to Lowe's. If you wanted to do something like that, you cannot take the test and then go to, Lowe's or the grocery store, because you've just risked getting infected, and it's like, it just defeats it all. It's so hard. Anyway, hi, Adam.
Yeah.
I'll get off the negative topic. All I'm saying is that when Jordan and I went to City Walk...
See, I want to hear, because I'm in the parks once or twice a week since they've opened, and I have a generally different opinion than Joey.
He does.
On theme park opening, but Javier was only there for a few days. He was there for a full vacation experience. What was your take on just being there for the week?
Let's see. I was at Universal Studios for 1 day, and the first thing that we noticed right away was going on our first ride. Everyone was given hand sanitizer before getting onto the ride.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one thing where we're like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess, you know? And then they were telling everyone to stay 6 feet. The only issues that we had was the little lines where it said, oh, stand here for 6 feet. They weren't very noticeable, so people tend to kind of smash together every now and then, which I was like, oh man, we're a little too close for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the little kids that don't know their boundaries, that's the only issue. Uh, this is the first time I've seen everyone wear the mask properly over their nose and mouth, which is like, oh wow, you go out in the streets right now to, like you were saying, the grocery store or Lowe's, and half the time they're going to be on their chin or their nose is not going to be covered. So when going to a park, when you saw hundreds of people and everyone was wearing it properly, I was feeling quite safe, you know? Like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this again, which we did the next 3 days. We went to Walt Disney World, and the difference between Walt Disney World and Universal Studios is that uh, they both had, on the queue lines, they both had hand sanitizer, I swear, every like 20 feet. You couldn't go 20 feet without having hand sanitizer or a washing station there, but that uh, Walt Disney World, you weren't, right before the ride, you weren't given the option to get one last hand sanitizer just in case you wanted it.
Mm.
But Universal, everyone was like, "Oh, you have to take this. Here you go. You have to take this." Which I was like, "Oh, it makes it a little cleaner, I guess, on the ride." And there was a lot more handrail cleaning at Universal Studios than there was Disneyland. That I swear, like every ride we were on, someone was wiping down, walking up and down the rails. I felt sorry for that guy. I was like, "Man, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
polish it. You're gonna see your face on that rail one day."
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's. I think it all comes down to your personal preference or your feelings on like because I was with Joey at City Walk and we even talk about it in the vlog, and I felt that that experience was most. I mean, there were some things that were a little crazy,
All the things that
but
got cut out of the vlog.
yeah.
Oh,
But for the
I was
most
pretty
part,
upset with the security guard after we got asked to go down to the thing. So I like ranted about that for a while. So good on Jordan for cutting a lot of that. Um, but then immediately, this is what actually happened. Immediately after we go down, we go through the security checkpoint, which is my first time ever going through a security checkpoint at any of the theme park properties since this pandemic began. So I go through whatever, it's fine. And like, yes, I'm frustrated and Jordan's getting a bit of it. And then all of a sudden, right away, this dude in classic like anti-masker fashion got yelled at for he was wearing just a like a
there were those
handkerchief or
things that go around. Yeah,
yeah, it wasn't a gator. It
a
was just like
gator.
literally like it was like one of the Taiwan whatever. He was yelling at it. He's like, "No, you can't wear that. You have to wear a mask." And so the security guard was like that. They gave him a mask. So he put it on just to get through security. Within 5 feet of getting past security, he takes it off and throws it down because he's angry about it. And I'm just like,
It was aggressive.
yeah. And
It
I'm
was
just,
like a defiant move.
I look over at Jordan and I'm just like, that guy just took off his mask. They just told us we had to come down here. We couldn't be up at the parking garage because it was like we were suspicious upstairs. So we go down, we're in City Walk, this guy's taking off his mask. I go over to the security guard, I'm like, that guy just like ripped off his mask. And she literally said to me, she started to move towards him, and he just kept going away. And she's like, I can't leave my post. She's like, you could go up to him and ask him to put his mask on. And I was like, no. What?
One, they definitely don't make enough money to go and pursue that.
No.
Second, the answer she gave you is the worst possible answer, even in spite of that. You could just do it. Is the first thing any employee should say.
Were you recording that interaction or no? Did you like
No,
stop? Okay.
Because it would have been it probably would have been included otherwise because it was just such a surreal moment because this guy was angry.
Yeah.
did the mask just kind of like dangle in the air until it fell down?
It just looked like it hit the ground. I don't know, man. I was like shocked
It's like
because
the
it was
plastic flag flying in the wind.
it was the definitive moment of like all these people that you like see those like angry people. It's like I'm like, of course, right when we walk through the gates is when we're gonna have a negative experience. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, you're right. Jordan doesn't have as big of an issue with those kind of crowds, and maybe it's just because I've been away for 8 months. And we've talked about this before. A big reason why I am so conservative about it is like, obviously Michael is only 4 months, and we don't technically know yet what what this virus actually had, like what effect it might have on infants or kids or anything. There's not enough time to study that. So Michelle and I are being extra cautious. So I get it. I get that I am the no fun person currently in the group.
You're being smart for all the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is. I mean, look at what did David say? David was. I was just thinking you were so calm and collected with the situation. Yeah, but David was just at Buena Vista Street.
Oh yeah, he was at
Yeah.
Checking out the churro toffee. Living the
He
dream.
was supposed to get as many churros as possible for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the limit is.
2 churros per person.
Oh, what? Oh, for a second I was like, no way.
That would be wild.
Oh man! When we were at Walt Disney World, the one thing we wanted was churros, and I don't even think we had it once. Like everywhere we went, whether it was Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios, I don't think we saw one stand specifically for churros, which was surprisingly mind-boggling because when you're here in Cali and you just go to Disneyland, there's a churro stand every 20 feet. I feel like
That's accurate.
And you'd be walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, hey, there's a churro in my hand. How did that get there?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, and just keep on walking, eating the churro.
It's accurate. It's like every land has like a churro stand.
Yeah. Well, when Javier was here, he was messaging me, asking me where they were.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. I can't think of them. But since he's put that on my radar, I see them everywhere. There's at least 2 or 3 in every park.
Wow.
Oh man.
I still think it's wild.
Disguised.
I still think it's wild that you cannot find churro toffee in Walt Disney World.
It's devastating. Who's that?
That's Ollie.
Not mine.
Simple? Ollie? Third time. Third guess.
I feel bad. Tybalt's got a lot of stuff going on over here. I haven't been able to acknowledge it.
Oh no, we're ignoring the chat. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, Tybalt.
Rough.
Let's see. What are we doing? Ollie wants to be on camera. There's not enough room for you this week.
We were so on SpiderBots. There are some Disney toys in the market lately that I'm pretty excited about, and they are the McDonald's Happy Meals toys. Now, I am not a frequent visitor of McDonald's, and when I do not get a Happy Meal. I can't think of the last time I got a Happy Meal, but luckily, my mother-in-law frequents there from time to time, and so I have got 2 of the 10 so far. And I wasn't gonna open them, but you know what? In the name of pomp and circumstance, let's do it.
Live on the live chat.
I
Wow.
opened it up. This
It's
is
no
the
longer
first time
collectible.
anyone is seeing this anywhere.
Well, careful. We're gonna have to mark this video as poor kids.
No, we could do the Adam the Woo route. These are items. These are the Disney items. So this first item is Minnie Mouse riding dinosaur in Animal Kingdom.
Wait, I want to see the
And
dinosaur. What? Shut up! Look at that!
He's got that dino. Oh, Javier one-upping me with actual valuable
Here's mine.
merchandise.
Want to see what my brother-in-law made?
I do.
So we
One
dressed
to
up.
your other one.
We dressed up Michael as Baby Yoda for Halloween, and my brother-in-law made me this.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Wait, are you all caught up with the Mandalorian, Joey, or are you not?
I am caught up with the Mandalorian.
So why'd you say Baby Yoda? I'm sorry.
Oh!
Oh.
No spoilers, Javier.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, do Mandalorian. Go do his most famous line. Don't do that.
Don't
Don't
do that.
do-
Don't touch
That
that.
sounded just like him.
Hold on, wait. Don't touch that. No, that's not right.
Great. Oh,
Oh, David! So, how's everyone else doing?
Hey, Mando. This is the second one.
Whoa.
It's my favorite. Pluto as the skipper on the Jungle Cruise,
It's sort of hard to
which is
see.
actually the Nile Nelly.
Wow. I also have a Pluto.
And there's a hippo underneath.
OMG.
Look at that.
That looks really, the quality of that is
He's
excellent.
like riding a train too. That's awesome.
I'm very sad that the wheels don't turn, you know?
Joey, would you feel confident fighting off Tusken Raiders in that thing?
Biting them?
No, fighting them. I mean, I don't think.
Sorry, my hearing is a little poor in this helmet.
You should wear that as your mask when you go out somewhere.
And say, will they let me into Carthay
It's
Circle?
not part of the code. Put it back on.
This is the way. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I'm not a Mandalorian, or I'm the real or the other Mandalorians,
You
Bo-Katan.
gotta look out. You gotta look out because maybe some other Mando will be on the hunt for that Beskar that you got.
Joey makes the
that-
perfect Mando. Beast needs a helmet.
Your
BCW
helmet
says.
on top of your Christmas tree.
Oh, that's such a good idea. This is why Javier's here.
See? It's almost as good as that Terminator versus Mary Poppins idea.
Almost as good.
Almost as good.
Not quite there.
You know, we never talked about who would be the good guy versus who would be the bad guy. Is like Terminator going back in time, or is Mary Poppins going back in time? Like, is Mary Poppins the villain in this?
I think they both, like in the perfect situation, they would be against one another until about 2/3 through the movie when they find a common enemy in someone else, and then they have to team up.
So who would be the common enemy?
Barbara
Enemies.
Walters. Both good options.
Both good options. Maybe both of them, you know? There's two good guys, there's got to be two bad guys.
It would be for symmetry. Yeah, that's smart.
David, how old was the kid you saw in the Stormtrooper helmet? Because he said they might let you in. I saw a kid in the Stormtrooper helmet. I feel like
That was a weird question out of context.
I just feel like 30-year-old man me coming into Disneyland would be like, "Excuse me, I'm ready. Let me into the park, please."
Pass.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
This is the way.
This is the way. I think you get it. 4. Yeah, I probably would. They'd probably yell at me.
You have the physique of a 6-year-old sometimes.
Thank
Just
you.
get a really, really tall person in front of you and just slowly crouch down.
Yeah, just hold the hand of a taller person.
It's like a perspective. Yeah, hold the hand of a taller person. That's adorable.
You guys watching Christmas movies yet?
Nope, but our house is decorated.
Die Hard is on my to-do list.
Die Hard. That's questionable.
Want to hear a controversial statement? I've never seen Die Hard.
I'm out.
Isn't that wild?
Uh-oh.
That's
I see
crazy.
Die Hard, and it's just okay.
Oh my god.
That's worse than me. That's
Die
worse
Hard,
than me.
Die Hard 3 is the better one.
like,
Digest that. Digest the statement.
okay.
It has been 10 years since I've seen any of them. But my memory makes me believe that the third one is superior to the other. What is it?
I wouldn't
5,
doubt
6
that,
now?
You know, like, I wouldn't doubt that because, you know, like Star Wars Episode 3 is better than the whole Disney.
Are we
Here we
convinced?
go.
3 is better than the other two. Oh, well,
Toy
3.
Story.
Well, that's
Oh, and Toy
blasphemy.
Story 3 is, I want to say, second place because I still like Toy Story 2 better.
I think you can make an argument on that one. Revenge of the Sith, you cannot make an argument on. There's no argument to be made.
Heartbroken.
Here is I'm not convinced that Ed is not just Jordan from an alternate universe. Literally says, Joey, it's a bit overrated. The third one is the best.
Oh my god, Ed.
It's the exact same
What
comment
did I
Jordan
say?
made.
Are you guys related? Is that what you guys telling me?
I mean, there's got to be something going. There's some secret going on we don't know about. Also, Tybalt
Oh,
coming in.
Jaws 3.
Jaws 3, the best Jaws. It's the only one that's in 3D.
Yeah.
We can
It's
say
the only one
that.
that made an appearance in Back to the Future Part
That's
2.
that's true.
Jaws is one of the interesting series where each installment is a decline. There's no
That's
like
true.
stag.
Resident Evil, I say, declines very, very fast.
I don't know if I've ever watched
I don't
another
have an
Resident
opinion on
Evil.
that one.
I've only seen the first Resident Evil. I don't think I've ever watched another one beyond that. All I remember.
I saw it on TV. That's all I did. I saw it on TV. If it's on, I guess, let me give it a shot. It gets worse and worse.
I remember seeing Resident Evil 1 in theaters, and it was one of the first rated R movies I got to see. Because a guy gets cubed.
Like ice?
No. Well, no.
Or like meat?
There's like laser cubes, like a grid comes through, and this guy like tries like getting through it, and
That
he
sounds
doesn't.
awesome.
He doesn't get through it. And he turns into
I'm
cubes.
trying to remember my first rated R movie. I can't remember. I know there's one that I got in without my ID was Superbad.
Oh, nice.
I forgot my ID, and all my friends had theirs, and they just kept going in and kept going in and go, I'm with them. And they're like, yeah, go ahead. Sweet.
Resident.
Nice. Why? You trying to figure out how old you were?
No, well, David asked what year was that Resident Evil movie?
2000.
2002. I was too
Oh.
young. I was too young to go see that movie in theaters.
I would have never
The
guessed that.
cube.
Yeah, I mean that's how obviously I remember it because I was traumatized.
2002.
Ed's first rated R movie is Police Academy. What's everyone's first rated R movie? Jordan?
I'm trying to think. I'm like usually going to the theater for Disney movies, Disney and Pixar movies. So I saw 1917 in the theater.
That's
That
not
was,
that's not rated
That
R.
was not my first. Yeah, it was. It should have
1917?
been if it wasn't.
1917 is not rated R.
I would. Yes, it is.
It is. It's
No
rated
one-
R. It's definitely rated R.
Okay. No one got cubed in it, but it wasn't that much better. How do we get here?
I have no idea. Oh, we're
talking about
talking
Mary
about
Poppins.
Mary Poppins and Terminator.
Then it was Die Hard as a Christmas movie.
Yes, yes.
So, Die Hard. This may seem like a confusing statement, but it's one I believe. Die Hard is as much a Christmas movie as It's a Wonderful Life is. Because they're not really Christmas movies. They just take place at Christmas time.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Grinch is a Christmas movie. The
Home Alone.
Miracle on 34th Street is a Christmas movie. The underrated and not fully appreciated Noel on Disney Plus
Ugh.
is a Christmas movie. Everyone's
man.
sleeping on Noel. Everyone needs to watch Noel.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
saw that movie as soon as it came out. My soon-to-be mother-in-law was like, "Hey, do you want to watch this?" I'm like, "Sure." It was great.
It's so weirdly delightful.
Yeah, it is. It is.
there's a lot
you-
of
you
content.
don't
There's a
watch
lot
it.
of content out there, and I'm not Noel as to. I
Make
really
Noel
have
a
to be
priority.
stretched in for content. Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna watch Mandalorian on Friday, are you not?
Yeah.
You just press that arrow down one
No.
to the holiday movies. It's right there. It's a second column now. In that row, you will find Noel.
Betty, first of all, what is Crossroads? That's Andrew's. Andrew says that's his first rated R movie. Which also, Andrew, you're too old to be, or you're too young to be watching a rated R movie.
Is that the Britney Spears movie?
No, that's well. There is a Britney Spears movie called Crossroads, isn't there?
I don't remember.
Also, Betty and the Beast company with hers was The Exorcist, which my mother let me watch The Exorcist way too young. I was like, the first time I saw The Exorcist, I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old. Yeah, That like movie is like deep sea. I still have like serious nightmares when I watch it. Like get very concerned.
Sustained silence.
Yeah, I know.
after
Anybody else break this
Catch
up,
up on the
please? Go
chat.
ahead.
Man, Joey's really demented.
I'm looking at the chat.
Here, while we wait, here's the rest of my train.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So how many pieces is it?
It's a total of 6. So
Holy
it's
cow.
got Minnie, Mickey, Dumbo, Pluto, Goofy, and Donald.
That's awesome.
And they all just came in. Yesterday was the last one.
Oh,
That's awesome. I wish I love the idea of the Funko, but I can't get into the design of them. Like some of them are weird, but I wish there was something that, like Jenny knows, I collect brickheads, which are like the Lego version of those.
Brickheads are awesome.
They are awesome, but there's like 100, where Funko has like 15,000, and they seem to add like 50 every single day. I wish there was some other sort of collectible. Not that I have disposable income or anything like that. This is as exciting as it's gonna get.
The
But
funny thing about
I still like knowing they exist.
the Funko Pops that we have, we didn't have any ever until Yzma the cat Funko Pop just came out. I want to say, what was that, August, September? And Francis was like, "Hey, can you get this for me?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" I went online, and it said it's gonna open up at 9 p.m. Online. Everyone has to get on FunkoShop.com and try to purchase your uh, your Funko Pops. They released like 20 of them. I don't know. And I got hers, and then I was like scrolling. I was like, "Well, I want one for me if she's gonna get one." I was like, "Oh, I'll try to get the Superman one. It's the Cyborg Superman one." And I was like, "Yeah, I like Superman." So I click on that one, go to checkout, and the Superman drops. And I was only able to get Yzma. And I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Oh, well, I don't need one. I just wanted this Yzma for Francis." And she felt so bad. She started searching, where could you get one in person? So Target was one of the exclusive places that you can actually go in person and get this Funko Pop. They had like 4 exclusive at Target. It was like Superman. There was one from oh my God, Stan Lee. I forgot the other 2, but she went there super early, about 45 minutes before, and there was already a line starting at Target. She said I was at work, and
Jeez.
she got in line. And as soon as the doors came in, they were like, "Oh, whoever wants Funko Pops has to go to guest services. That's where it's going to be at." And so she goes and gets a cart. And when she gets a cart, 2 people pass her, bam, and head to the guest services. So she's like, "Oh no, I should have just left the cart." She goes, gets in line, and she goes, "Yeah, I need a suit of Cyborg Superman." And she goes, "Oh, this is the last one," and gives it to her. And she came home, and she was so proud. And I was like, "Oh, sweet, I actually have a Cyborg Superman now." And then with those 2 pops, it's got out of hand now. I have about 25,
Oh my
and
god.
Nice.
she has this train. We bought 2 sets of this train, one to store and one to display, because the train looks so cool. And she has a couple of Disney ones that we bought here and there. And it's so hard to go into like Box Lunch or Hot Topic without purchasing one now.
One of my
I
coworkers
didn't realize how cutthroat that world was.
it's wild.
Oh, yeah.
One of my coworkers at the CW has their whole edit bay. Like they have their entire wall is just Funko Pops. It must be like 100 of them, probably more. I don't know. All I know is that they have all the Haunted Mansion ones, and I would go in there and be so jealous and say like, "This is awesome." But like Michelle would kill me. I can't get a Funko edition because Michelle will kill me. It'll be
What you
over.
do is get a Funko for her.
It's
And then that's how it all starts.
Distraction. That's...
One
We
for
used-
you, 2 for me.
Jordan and I, this is like a flashback. So when we were in high school, Jordan and I had, like, we really collected DVDs. Like, had ridiculous, outrageous DVD collections. Like, so much more than what's on the back wall normally, and it was like out of control, probably like an unhealthy amount.
It was unreasonable.
And so for a while, like once Michelle and I got engaged, like we were saving for the wedding, and Michelle's like, "You can't not be buying all of these DVDs," and I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." She's like, "There's a new thing where like we'll create a wedding jar, and every time you buy a DVD, you have to put $20 in the wedding jar." And we had so much money in that wedding jar. Like, I mean, it's a really good saving strategy. But yeah, it was just like, I was like, I really want this DVD. Boom, $20. It was like, so every DVD I bought was like $40. Yeah.
Both,
Wild.
actually.
Yeah. So. Oh,
I don't
addiction.
remember the last time I bought a DVD or a Blu-ray at all.
Well, everything's digital now. I used to be, I mean, Jordan was the same way. I used to like need to have a physical copy. Like I was really upset when it was digital, and only now have I started to be like, no, I want everything on a hard drive.
Digital.
I'm over
It's
it.
so weird how the brain changes,
Yeah.
because I still believe so strongly in physical media, but now I get so annoyed when I have to get up, pick out a disc, put it in the tray, press the button, watch the tray slide in, walk back
Let
to the
it load.
couch, pick up the remote. Now I'm at the remote stage. It's just like, oh,
Yeah. I just actually
yeah,
got a
no one's got the
YouTube
time.
and it has a mic on it, so I tell it Disney Plus Mulan, and it'll start playing, and I'm just like, we're spoiled.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, times they are changing.
This is historically the best time to be in a pandemic.
It is until we run out of, like, if someone cuts off the internet, I am screwed.
Dude.
There is no content here whatsoever to play on. I don't have any hardware for like Blu-rays or DVDs, and I don't have any Blu-rays or DVDs. So if something were to happen where it's like, oh, the internet's gonna be shut down for 2 weeks, I will go insane.
SoCal Edison shut off my and Michelle's power on Thanksgiving Day at noon. From noon to
Wow.
8:30, because of the Santa Ana winds, there was like fire danger. And so they shut it off. They like warned us it was going to happen. We're like, they're not going to shut it off on Thanksgiving of all days. Why would they shut it off on Thanksgiving? And then it went black at noon. And so we already had our stuff cooked, thank God. I mean, I finished some of the stuff on our propane grill. But no joke, what you're talking about, we kept being like, oh yeah, we'll throw something up on Netflix. And everyone realized it's like, oh, well, you need power. We're like, so we were very thankful for electricity on that day. But we didn't have anything until 8:30 at night. So Michelle and I were just like sitting around with nothing to do. Except for our
It was
phones.
the most reflective Thanksgiving ever.
Yeah, we lived like
On
the
the
pilgrims. For 8 hours, we celebrated Thanksgiving like the pilgrims. Ate by candlelight. Oh,
You know, they're actually at IKEA. You can buy light bulbs that are rechargeable. So even if the lights go off, they'll still be on. And they're
what?
Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectable. I just saw it this past Monday, or no, last Monday. We were at IKEA, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool. What is it?" And it's a rechargeable light bulb, and it's
How
supposed to go.
Carousel of Progress still where it is. They are so behind. They're getting
They're
further
so
and further
behind.
behind every day.
They have to put Disney Plus in one of those carousels.
That's right.
It's true.
Yeah, they have to. They're like,
Grandma, I'm looking for Noel. I would love that, actually.
that would be awesome.
It's amazing justification. Folks, it's 6:58. Does anyone else want to talk about anything before we wrap it up?
I thought we were doing a 24-hour live stream today. I called out
That's
sick
true.
for tomorrow.
Well, you're going to need to recoup from this hour. Take the day tomorrow.
It is a whirlwind. I don't know. I don't have anything new. I mean, there's besides the honestly, we talked about it. There were a lot of new things that happened at Disneyland Resort, but it is still just a lot of shopping. It's cool that DCA is open, that Buena Vista Street's open, but I don't. I mean, whatever. I would go to Carthay Circle in a heartbeat if I didn't have a baby, so it's fine. if you have the opportunity to go, I'm not gonna hold it against you. So.
Grudgingly.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Fine. Go. Get the rolls. Get the rolls of
The jalapeno rolls, the jalapeno cheddar
Get
rolls.
the jalapeno rolls. I don't care.
You don't even
Fine.
know,
That
Jordan.
sounds delicious.
They're amazing.
No. Don't know.
I still miss the Ronto wraps. Oh my god, I had 2 of them when I was there. I was like, I should probably get another one for the road.
It's unfair. I
Believe
haven't
it or
had
not, that is the same amount of Ronto wraps I've had in my life. Just 2.
Those are
But
both.
man, they were good.
They are so good.
The vegetarian one here is shocking. Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not vegetarian, but like I got that one when it first came out. Shockingly good. I almost like it better than the regular one, and I love
So
the
do
regular
I.
one. Yeah.
What is
I get the
different about
vegetarian one.
It
Sweeter.
It is sweeter. The slaw comes through more. It has a different sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like a bad. It's not that. I don't know, man. I'd have to look at the menu to be like, what's different.
There's just something.
It's also
Something
been
about-
It's also been over 8 months since I've had it. So
Oh my gosh.
Your memories are growing stronger.
I'm not even sure what's
Best
left.
thing I've ever had.
Last thing I had at the parks was Plaza and chicken.
Oh, that's delicious.
That's a good
Oh,
one to
it
go
was.
I'm surprised it was like your first or second time going. We hit that place all the time.
Yeah, I'd never been. It was wild. Also, that was was aware, weirdly deep down, I was aware that was going to be my last time going, because even though I had stopped filming, because I filmed all the Magic Happens parade that day, even though I had stopped filming, I still made a point. I put the camera away and I wrote Jungle Cruise, I wrote Pirates of the Caribbean. I just knocked everything out that I wanted to do, and then I called it. Oh, that was a good day.
You had some time for you.
Yep. Oh,
That's
Betty
good.
and the Beast, 8 months. All right, guys, we got to say goodbye because we have to go on a night walk with Michael to look at the lights before he has to go down for sleep.
Oh,
Because
That's
it's
gonna be
Christmas and he hasn't even watched a Christmas movie yet.
Not yet.
This is
Yeah,
Michael's
put on
first Christmas, and you introduce some Christmas movies.
I think the chat decided. His first movie has to be The Exorcist.
oh, there you go.
Right.
Another
Christmassy.
classic.
It's not even Christmas.
Doesn't matter. The chat spoke, and we follow. We're nothing. We're nothing if not for what our followers tell us to do.
I think you should just do what the chat says.
Take care of yourself, SeaWorld, Disney, or SeaWorld Land. Oh, come on. I can do this.
Oh.
We're just writing Noel in the chat now.
No.
Yeah. Noel.
SeaWorld, Legoland fan, Disney Parks 2017. Have a good night. All right, so let's say Noel is so good. Noel, stop it.
Noel is so good.
It's charming.
Ed,
won't win an
don't
Oscar,
watch.
but it should.
Don't watch Noel.
Ed is the most
Oh.
interesting person in the world because he's so
Oh,
right on
God.
so many things. But he's wrong
Ed
about
is
Noel.
fantastic.
Watch
Ed,
Noel.
hello, Ed.
We got to
he's
get Ed
awesome.
on the. We got to get Ed on the.
We have to get Ed on
Never
here.
mind.
We gotta
Never
get
mind.
Andrew. We got to get Jenny in here. We got to get Tybolt and David. Yeah, it should be just like a whole 12-person
How to
commentary.
extend an invitation to Ed to come on the live stream, but he needs
We're all
to
just gonna
correct.
be like this.
You're just
We need
being.
Joey to watch Noel. It's not- Ed, you're coming on the live stream, and we're going to debate the merits of Noel.
All right, so here's what we're
That'll
gonna
be
do.
our
So
Christmas episode.
next week, everybody that wants to be on the live stream has to watch Noel. Has to watch it,
Oh.
and then we will have a collective conversation about is Noel a good Christmas movie or a bad Christmas movie.
Make up the thumbnail right now. Post it. Let people be aware of it.
Mhm.
Is Noel a new holiday classic?
Oh my God,
The Explorers weigh in.
That's a lot of
that's a lot of pressure there.
Mhm.
that's a lot of pressure. Is Noel a movie about Christmas?
Disagree with Andrew. I am not watching Noel again.
There we go. We'll
Please,
take it.
no.
We'll take votes.
All right, folks, let's get ready to sign off. Thanks for
It's
watching.
been, wonderful to be a collective group of explorers here.
Yes, and we're sorry to Frances. Obviously, she would have liked to be here, but
Hopefully she'll join next time.
there will be a next time. Absolutely. And just to remind you, I know we've been a little flaky on live streams. Per our, what? Oh, that's
Oh,
so
it's
awesome.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, I found this one at Box Lunch,
Or are
and
those your engagement photos?
oh, I wish I want one just like that.
That's amazing, actually.
Oh no, I was saying, per old conversation, because the holidays coming up, the live streams are going to be a little hit or miss. So we'll post in advance if we're going to do it, but for the most part, up until the new year, we might be a little flaky. So here or there, different time. Look at us, we're in the background there in Javier's background.
Oh yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Hey, wait, no, this isn't real time.
Inception. Anyway,
Just like two of us.
everyone take care of yourself. Everyone be safe. Everyone continue to have a good time. Try and find the joy you can in this holiday season. And just know the light is at the end of the tunnel, and we just need to keep going. So
And now we know that light is battery powered and Bluetooth enabled. So
we are not sponsored by IKEA.
it's all coming together. But we are also not sponsored by Diet Coke. And it's going to be this can of Diet Coke that takes us out. And with this sip, we thank Javier for joining us on this episode of
That's
Happy
right.
Place Live. We take a sip in honor of Francis, who couldn't join us. And we sing carols all night long because Noel is on Disney Plus and it's Christmas time. And we lament the passing Country Bear Christmas special and other holiday overlays that we don't have this year, but maybe soon, hopefully soon. And I lost my train of thought. I was trying to close this out, but I got Toastmaster. I got toast.
All right.
Joey, take over.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks to Javier, and until next time, we'll see you.
And happy place.
Bye.
Bye.